Des femmes mesure in sella. Sono partiti i cavalli della quinta corsa al Longchamp Prix Du Prince d'Orange, 2000 metri in gruppo 3 per i 3 anni. In vantaggio Gatti con Pierre-Charles Boudet in sella, in seconda posizione Neatico, poi Prince Bishop, in quarta posizione Black Spirit in giubba rossa e maniche bianche, in corda è Arasin che precede Lumineux che ha all'esterno, che galoppa dietro Rajizaman, il portacolori della Gacan, che ha a largo Lancelot, dietro è Lumineux che viaggia in coppia con Vertiformer, in coda al gruppo è Black Spirit. Al comando Neatico che sopravanza Wealthy, che viene avvicinato dal compagno di scuderia Prince Bishop, poi a largo progredisce Black Spirit, mentre in coda è Storyteller. Al comando Neatico passa in seconda posizione Wealthy che sopravanza Prince Bishop, quindi Black Spirit. Poi ancora per linee interne Arasin, all'esterno di Arasin Lancelot, quindi la coppia formata da Lumineux e Vertiformer e Storyteller in coda. Neatico guida in seconda posizione a Wealthy, in terza Prince Bishop, poi a seguire Black Spirit, cavalli che entrano in addirittura d'arrivo con Wealthy che va in mano all'attacco di Neatico, dietro ai due è Prince Bishop, quindi Black Spirit all'esterno trova Lancelot che trova l'anticipo di Black Spirit appunto, ma Lancelot lo sottoavanza, mentre Wealthy passa in vantaggio e viene insidiato all'interno dal compagno di colori Prince Bishop. Wealthy e Prince Bishop in lotta davanti a Lancelot e Rajizaman che finisce forte. Prince Bishop, Rajizaman.
Here's Mike.
And Crocus Rose, the last one in. Blindfolds are coming off. And they're off for our feature race of the evening here at Kempton. It's the BetDAC mobile app's Floodlit Stakes, a listed race over a mile and a half, and it's Wolfall Treasure and Precision Break, the early pace setters. The all blue of Godolphin there is Prince Bishop, Sylvester de Souza, Crocus Rose on the inside, the grey mare. Laheb on the outside, last year's September Stakes winner, is taking a little bit closer order now. At the back of the field, held up, is Parlour Games, with Spenceley bringing up the rear in what looks like a fair pace as they go down the home straight for the first time. They're turning right-handed now. Wolfall Treasure out in front from Precision Break and Laheb, with Crocus Rose racing in fourth, just in front of Prince Bishop in fifth place. Spenceley and Parlour Games in the white cap for Paul Hannigan at the back of the field. So heading down the back straight, having gone through the first half mile now, and what looks a nice gallop here being set by Dane O'Neill on board Wolfall Treasure, who strides out by a couple of lengths to Precision Break in second place. And then racing shoulder to shoulder behind them on the inside is Crocus Rose, on the outside is Prince Bishop, and then likewise 2 by 2 at the back of the field there is Parlour Games, who's now gone past Spenceley, relegating Spenceley to clear last now as they continue their way down the back straight. So Wolfall Treasure still has it. He turns now he's about to turn out of the back straight with a length advantage over Laheb, and then Precision Break, who's travelling well. Also going okay too is Prince Bishop. Likewise Crocus Rose is sitting poised on the inside. On the white cap on the outside there is Parlour Games, who's just angling into contention now, getting closer all the time with the sheepskin noseband, and still Spenceley looks on at the rear of the field. Down towards the home straight they come here in the BetDAC mobile app's Floodlit Stakes, and Wolfall Treasure now being shaken up to try and shake off the attentions of Laheb, who now takes over. Laheb in front here for Richard Hills and picks up quite nicely, but in second place going well is Prince Bishop. Down the outside is Parlour Games, who now Paul Hannigan gets to work on. Prince Bishop alongside Laheb, the two of them matching strides, but Prince Bishop certainly going the better, judging by Sylvester de Souza's body language. They've left Parlour Games behind back in third, Precision Break fourth, and now he quickens up Prince Bishop, and he draws clear inside the closing stages, and this is going to be a bloodless win for Prince Bishop, who wins handily for Sylvester de Souza. Tight for second, maybe a 1-2 for Godolphin. Parlour Games might have got up to deprive Laheb, and then Precision Break was fourth.
So 1-2 for Godolphin. Sari Binsaro's won it with Prince Bishop. He's bounced right back to form. Showed no sign of doing so last time up at Chester, but back on poly track, it's revived him.
And they're ready for the 2013 Tote Pool September Stakes, and they're off. Main sequence was a little bit slower than the others. No obvious front runner in here. Prominent early, the white sleeve Sabora Triunfo and the Godolphin Triumvirate. The all blue colours of Masterstroke just going into the lead. The blue with the white cap, that is Royal Empire. To the far side, red cap, Prince Bishop, and that one is racing with Sabora Triunfo. To the outsider Sinardi. The white with the red sash comes to go into second place. Sitting in midfield after a sluggish start, that is main sequence, the dark blue, light blue crossbelts with the pink Rewarded and Kirsty Miljarek on that one's outside. Tracked by Prince Alzain, Robin Hood's Bay, the yellow with a blue sash, and Wigmore Hall in last position, about 6 lengths behind. And the leader going into the back straight, about to come inside their last mile. It is Masterstroke in front. He was quite keen at Goodwood last time up, and is trying to be settled now in front by Mikhail Barcelona, leading by about a length to Sinardi. The pace has not been strong. There's 8 lengths front to back. In third place is Prince Bishop. Royal Empire in fourth with Sabor Triunfo. In the next position under Robert Havlin. Main sequence, Ted Durkin is next, sitting in midfield with Rewarded on that one's outside. And still the final three, Prince Alzain, Robin Hood's Bay held up with Wigmore Hall. They're progressing towards the end of the back straight in the Tote Pool September Stakes. Winners of well over £3 million worth of prize money between them, these 10. And it's Masterstroke, the arc third last year, that has the lead under Barcelona to Sinardi and Hayley Turner. In third place, Kieran Fallon, Prince Bishop the inside. On the outer, the hat-trick seeking Royal Empire, the Geoffrey Freer winner. Sabor Triunfo on her British debut is now being chased along by Robert Havlin, asking her to pick up, with main sequence still locked away on the inside as they're coming towards their final 3 furlongs. And it is Masterstroke in front of Sinardi. Things about to unfold here as the pace quickens. Royal Empire to the outside, Sylvester de Souza. Prince Bishop next, tracked by main sequence. Sabor Triunfo, Rewarded is asked to improve, and the extreme right Wigmore Hall is trying to start picking some of them off from the back. It is Masterstroke in front, but here comes Royal Empire to take the lead, and Masterstroke has bowed out meekly. And it is now Royal Empire chased by Prince Bishop. It's a Godolphin 1-2 at the moment. Prince Alzain running a huge race to challenge for third with main sequence and Rewarded. They're locked together here. The far side Prince Bishop, near side Royal Empire. It's going to Godolphin whatever. Getting up on the far side, Prince Bishop to grab the September Stakes from Royal Empire. Clear of in third main sequence, then Prince Alzain ahead of Rewarded next.
Ready to run. Back go the gates. Racing Interpret a little slow to go. Battle of Marengo didn't come out all that quickly. Prince Alzain from the wide gate immediately going back to the tail of the field. Artigiano, one of the first away. He goes looking for the lead. Empire Storm to second, and Surfer from his wide gate is ridden forward. He's third on the turn out of the straight, followed by Zain Shamadel on the outside of Zahi. A length away, Prince Bishop. Hunter's Light, 3 and 4 deep, turning to the back. Interpret on the rail on the inside of Dunedin. Sambuca's out 3 wide. A length and a half to Heavy Metal on the inside of African Story. Prince Alzain going up on the rail, but he's tugging for more rain on the inside of Battle of Marengo and Samurai Sword, with Mudajari 2 lengths away, bringing up the rear. Artigiano takes them down the back. He ran the first 400 in 25.8, the first 800 in 50.3. Artigiano by a length over Surfer. Prince Bishop third. Empire Storm fourth. He's tucked in on the rail. A length away is Zain Shamadel on the inside of Prince Bishop. Zain Shamadel being chased up onto the bit. Zahi's on the rail on the inside of Zambuca. Dunedin's being ridden along. Battle of Marengo trying to improve. Hunter's Lights with that group out very wide but going forward. Mudajari well back, so is African Story, so is Interpret, Prince Alzain, Heavy Metal, and Samurai Sword as they turn the bend. Prince Bishop went to the front, darted 2 lengths in front. Hunter's Light set sail after him. Zambuca on the outside, then Surfer. African Story's running on now, but Prince Bishop's in front. Kieran rides hard. African Story starting to fly home. It might be too late. Prince Bishop leads. African Story eating up the ground, but there's the mirror, and Prince Bishop wins round 2 from African Story. They raced away from Zambuca third, Zahi fourth, then Dunedin, Hunter's Light, Samurai Sword made some ground, then Surfer Zain Shamadel, followed by Heavy Metal, Empire Storm, Prince Zain, Interpret, Mudajari, Artigiano came in second last, and Battle of Marengo, a long and distant last of 40,000. They're ready to go. Gates are back. They're racing in the third round. Ottoman Empire and El Lavelle a little slow to go, and Surfer goes back from the wide gate. Prince Bishop, Mudajari began well. Lamario and Joshua Tree out wide was set alight. Sanshawes going forward, but he's deep as they run past the judge the first time. Educate pushes through in the middle. Prince Bishop will settle on the rail midfield in front of Zambuca, Side Glance and Surfer 3 deep. Ottoman Empires poking up on the fence to keep them all wide. A length away, Catamount, who found the rail on the inside of African Story. Alexandra Palace is second last, and El Lavelle had dropped out to the rear as they rolled past the 1400 metres mark. First 400 of the race in 25.7, and Mudajari shows the way down the back, leading by 3 parts of a length over Lamario. Surfer now runs up to be third. He's out 3 deep and he's tugging for more rain. Joshua Tree fourth on the rail. Educate poking through in the middle. 3 parts of a length to Prince Bishop on the inside of Sanshawes, tacking up behind Surfer. Zambuca's on the fence, then Side Glance, Ottoman Empire, African Story, Alexandra Palace, Catamountain, and 2.5 away is El Lavelle with 800 metres left to run and 800 left behind in 50.9. Mudajari by a neat length over Lamario. 3 parts of a length to Surfer. Joshua Tree on the fence, enjoying the run of the race. Educate niggled at. Sanshawes has been wide. Prince Bishop on the rail, needing a little luck, followed by Zambuca, Side Glance, Alexandra Palace. African Story being stoked up. There's a lot of horses in front of him. Catamountain and El Lavelle are well back. Surfer has raced up with Lamario to hit the lead past the 300 metres mark. Sanshawes running on. Prince Bishop looking for the split. He's about to get it. African Story's not in the hunt, but the Prince is. Prince Bishop has darted to the front. 100 metres left to go. He's coming away. It's round 2. It's round 3 to the Prince. Prince Bishop has beaten Sanshawes. Surfer a big run for third. Catamountain ran on. Then Side Glance, Educate, Joshua Tree, Zambuca, Lamario, African Story a dud tonight from Ottoman Empire, El Lavelle, Alexandra Palace. Mudajari led, got tired, came in last of all. Prince Bishop, he's done it again, Kieran Fallon. A weaving run, which he employed with excellent result in the City of Gold. He's done it here as Prince Bishop makes it back-to-back rounds of the El Maktoum Challenge. Number 1, Prince Bishop. Kieran Fallon is first. 13, Sanshawes. Christophe Simeon second. Number 14, Surfer. Richard Mullen has run third. Catamountain fourth. Educate fifth. And Joshua Tree has run sixth. A length, 3/4 of a length, a neck. 1 length, 3/4 of a length, and a neck. And the time 2:4.23, 2:4.23. Golden Sword holds the record for the trip at 2:2.4, and Prince Bishop has run 2:4.23. The Americans will be the last pair, Lee and California Chrome. California Chrome loaded, the signals are given. Starter at the button. Gates are back, racing in the Dubai World Cup. Candy Boy and Epiphaneus slow to move. Hoko Taramai came out quickly. African Story fast away. Lee is third. California Chrome going to fourth on the outside of Long River. 2 lengths away, Epiphaneus. 1 to Side Glance. Candy Boy is second last, and Prince Bishop being hustled in the early part had dropped out to the rear as the Cup field makes the turn to the back with 1,500 metres left to go. And Japan's Hoko Taramai leads by 3/4 of a length. African Story second. Long River 3/4 of a length away third. Ahead to California Chrome. He's 4 deep into the back past the 1,300 metres mark.
Lee on the fence. 3/4 of a length to Epiphania. 1 to Side Glance on the inside of Candy Boy. And 2.5 lengths to Prince Bishop. 400 metres in 25.6. 800 metres in 49.4. And down the back of the track, Hopko Taramai by 3/4 of a length to African Story. California Chrome's a length away. He's third, but he's travelled wide from the word go. Lee is fourth. Long River under pressure. Prince Bishop's making ground. He's running on from the back. Then Candy Boy, Epiphania and Side Glance had dropped out to the rear. Hopko Taramai, a half length in front of African Story. California Chrome has loomed up 3 deep. Lee behind them. Prince Bishop is deeper out as they turn the corner. Hopko Taramai in front of California Chrome and Prince Bishop on the outside. Lee's into the clear. He'll have to give them 2 lengths. Prince Bishop in front with 250 metres left to go. Prince Bishop's got away from California Chrome. Then Hopko Taramai and Lee, but it's the Prince Bishop and William Buick. Prince Bishop is clear and Prince Bishop wins the 20th Dubai World Cup. Prince Bishop has beaten California Chrome and third was Lee. Then Candy Boy, Hopko Taramai, African Story, Long River, Side Glance and Epiphania came in last of all in the Dubai World Cup of 2015. Prince Bishop and William Buick have won the 20th running. Prince Bishop, well, I was wrong. I said after the third round of the Maktoum Challenge, I didn't think either of them could win. But William Buick took the bit between his teeth.
Despite maybe not always getting the best setups, here he comes third off the extended layoff. This is a horse who's won now 4 of his last 6 races. I don't think he really, last 7, gets the amount of respect that maybe he would have deserved. He is an 8-year-old. I believe that makes him the oldest World Cup winner in history. By Dubawi, second Dubawi sired winner of the night after Mubtahij. If anything, this was as much a revelation, not a revelation, but a confirmation of how good Dubawi has been as a sire on the dirt. And I think maybe Sheikh Mohammed will get some thoughts of sending a few more of them over the dirt. 8-year-olds, not from 5 to have tried it in this race. And you know what, Laura? He didn't just win. He won really well.
He won really well. Yeah, absolutely. The Americans kept up their half of the bargain, didn't they? Second and third for California Chrome and Lee. Candy Boy, I thought was going to finish nearer last. He's run a storm over Doug Watson there, finished 4th. Hopko Taramai 5th, African Story 6th. I mean, what a night for William Buick. He's won some big races, but as he said to Zoe there,